In this video net interview at IBC, I'm speaking with Tom Munro, CEO at Verimatrix. Hello, Tom.
Hello, John. Good to see you.
Would you say it's fair to say that people are beginning to learn to appreciate over the top, that it doesn't have to be free anymore? I mean, we're seeing the TV everywhere services, obviously, and there's a clear value tied in with your subscription. And people watching on tablets, I mean, the quality is lovely, and people are used to paying for things on tablets anyway. I mean, do you think the sort of the culture of expecting it free is disappearing?
I do. I think some of it is that people have been trained by some of the experiences they've had on tablets that good things aren't free. Maybe that's part of the lesson. Experiences like Hulu and Netflix and their premium variations, I think, have helped with the education. But you mentioned TV everywhere. That's the biggest trend that we see, is that established pay TV operators are adding over-the-top delivery as part of their solution. And when they do so, that premium experience that you're used to enjoying from your cable or satellite or telco operator translates into a new service that you enjoy. Your revenue model follows the content, and people seem to accept that and appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be this is the year where we're looking at over the top and multi-screen as just part of your big TV package, and starting to think that it's one unified kind of service.
It is. We see a lot of people trying out, operators specifically, trying out different revenue models. Is it an add-on service? Is it just simply a new feature that gets added targeted at retention? And I think they're finding that there is an extra value that's available, and the consumer is willing to support it if the content is there and if the quality is there.
And if we scale up in terms of the channels that are available on multi-screen, and also presumably the value of that service on multi-screen, I mean, do we hit a point where people will worry about content protection, or is that a non-issue? I mean, is it just content rights now that's holding us back as a market, or are there any still lingering concerns about content protection?
Certainly there are content rights issues to resolve. In my experience, lawyers are always slower than engineers. But there's no question, and it's very hard to have a common answer for all content owners, because they clearly have different interests and different approaches to the market. But as a general statement, there are gradations in the availability of content that are tied to the quality of the security solution. So high-def video early release windows have one set of constraints or requirements. Later availability or standard def content has another. And so what we're finding is as more and more high-value content comes onto those platforms, the threshold and barriers to entry for security do increase, and you can expect that to continue.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, are consumers going to expect that whatever turns up on their set-top box will appear pretty much the same time on the other screens, or will they accept that there can be different windows for the different screens?
I think in the near term they will accept that there are different windows, and certainly not all channels are available at all times, and so on, and that it's at least for a while a subset perhaps of the full pay TV experience. But over time, of course, everyone wants everything they want when they want it. And I think we'll see a trend towards that broad availability of content, but it's some ways ahead of us. Part of the problems are technical, but not all of them.
Okay, but ultimately we're going to lead to the point where the security for the over-the-top has to match what's on the set-top box.
Yeah, there's no question about it that the revenue model that drives the creation of that content has to be protected, and if it's not, the content won't come. And that means that the best technical solutions to protect that content need to be implemented.
Okay, and I mean, there has been debate about how strong existing open market DRMs are, but one thing people do seem to agree on now is that there needs to be somebody managing that security as a service in the way that CA has always been managed, and somebody takes responsibility and makes sure that things are upgraded. I mean, is that now a key role for any sort of content protection vendor?
There's no question that the pay TV market has evolved to, you said managed service, and maybe that's the right terminology for it, but think of it as adult supervision. So the key to security is renewability. There is no hack-proof, enduring solution. There's a series of threats that need to be addressed, and that's hard to support with free open source best efforts. The two don't line up. So you're absolutely right that somebody needs to have a very active role in managing the security that's delivered for the entire video stream to all the devices that are supported. And certainly our view of the world is that as things have opened up, and content owners or content system operators have typically provided a set-top box with a constrained environment that they controlled, and now suddenly the gates have opened and the consumer's coming home from the corner electronics shop with something. that has a DRM that wasn't specified or delivered by the operator. Those worlds need to be bridged, and they need to be bridged in a way that content owners' rights can be respected, and that the revenue model for the operator can be ensured.
And on the subject of bringing home things, connected TVs, for example, I mean, you've made an announcement at this show with LG, with Etisalat.
Yes.
And, I mean, it's an integration, which presumably could go worldwide, could it?
It absolutely could. So the technical part of the integration is simply to put our content security technology, which you'd be familiar with from, for example, set-top boxes or other devices. And we've implemented that natively in the LG smart TV platform. So it's their television sets, their Blu-ray players, and their over-the-top set-top box. And that allows any of our operator customers to have the nucleus of a player that they can deliver securely content to those devices.
Okay, so that's helping them to reach out to new devices and be confident that their TV everywhere will be safe on there.
Exactly right. The same security that they enjoy on set-top boxes and all the other platforms that we support is now available as a native component of that television. Okay,
and just finally, I mean, the other big role for you, I guess, is to be the umbrella management, and there's multiple DRMs that have to be taken care of, and integrations. I mean, you're going out there and doing that and taking the pain out of the operator, I guess.
That's right. Our view is that from the point of view of the operator, the complexity and chaos of the rights protection world needs to be abstracted away. They can focus on their business. We provide a proxy that lets us manage all of those DRM, PlayReady, for example, Marlin is another example, AACS for the Blu-ray devices, and so forth. And they can manage all of that from a single console and a single management interface. So their subscribers come with all these devices, and they can be managed across a single domain very efficiently. Okay,
and I guess it's crucial that those domains are interoperable. I mean, the pay TV, you have a single subscriber management base, and that just relates to all the multi-screen as well.
That's right. So if you want to offer a complete, rich service so that a set of business rules can be delivered to a customer, for example, you may watch this movie for the next 48 hours, but you began watching it on your set-top box connected television, and you want to finish watching it on your Android tablet. You need to be able to bridge all the DRMs that are on those devices back to a single set of rules, and we accomplish that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like we're a long way down the road, but still plenty to keep us busy for a few years yet. And so, thanks very much for your time, Tom.
No question. And there'll be a generation of new devices, and we'll be ready to support them.
Great. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.